Welcome to BMBBH News with KF. News without the WS.
Oh wow, deeply disturbing one here. But this is Kev, and this is of course is news without WS. And there might be a little WS involved in this story right here. But as you can see, we have another case of an angry white male that does something that adversely affects someone else's life and families whose lives are changed forever. The young lady who is the victim is named Cheryl Turner. She was through messaging on social media was romantically linked to this guy right here. His name is Anthony Pierce Holland Jr. Okay, so here's my thing, and I'll explain it in more detail um, you know, when I'm done showing you the news report. How is it that she didn't get any weird vibes looking at this guy? Anybody with any type of common sense would know that something ain't right about this particular guy right here. So, what was the appeal? So, let's take a look. Let's pierce into it a little bit. I got a little news story pulled up. Okay, so the headline says Cheryl Turner, missing Louisiana teen's body found decapitated, online acquaintance arrested for murder. Okay, which is a really sad thing, and it's something that we all need to be careful not to be disingenuous about. But first of all, my condolences to the family of Cheryl Turner. This was indeed a very tragic incident, and nobody wants to ever experience this happening to them. I mean, to a loved one or a family member. I don't care if you're on social media and you feel a certain way about, especially in our community, people who date interracially. But one thing I know that's not going to happen to this young lady right here is nobody's going to pry into her social media just to see what her position is on her skin color or her race. So I'm not looking for that. Like, when Christian Obenseli got murdered by his Caucasian girlfriend. And then the first thing everybody wants to do is go to his social media and see what he's been saying. We are a community of butthurt sensitive people, and we need to cut that bull out. So let me read this. And I got a lot to say about some of this stuff too. So just sit tight and just enjoy this news without the WS. So the article says the tragic death of 19-year-old Cheryl M. Turner from New Iberia, Louisiana, has shaken communities as authorities connect her disappearance to 29-year-old man she met online. Turner was last seen by her family December the 31st, 2023, before traveling to the West Monroe home of Anthony Pierce Holland Jr. Okay, which is this guy right here, the weirdo looking type. And it's like I said, I don't get it. What did she find appealing about this guy? You know, so so let's go on to read. It says reportedly Turner, and I will put this article in the description of this broadcast. Said reportedly Turner and Holland had engaged in a romantic relationship over text message. Before leaving her house, Turner informed her family her intention to stay with Holland. Okay, and then it goes on to say after Turner was reported missing on January 3rd, initiated a GoFundMe campaign expressing the family's growing apprehension. As the days went by, we knew something was wrong. Why are you starting a GoFundMe? What is the need for a GoFundMe if the verdict isn't out just yet? See, people running to GoFundMe for stuff. I mean, that's the last thing you should actually do. That's why they say it's an important thing to get life insurance so you won't be begging people for money if something happens to you. But why this that's a bit disingenuous to me. Your sister is missing, but your first inkling is to start a GoFundMe? The fuck? Okay, so so later in the article it says deputies recovered the body and the remains were found to be only a torso. There was no head or extremities connected to the body. The remains were sent for an autopsy, and to find this led to the case being listed as a homicide, disclosed the Western Monroe Police Department in its release. Okay, I'm gonna say something for these grass is greener on the other side. Divestment females, yes. You are definitely putting the die in divestment. I mean, could this young lady been still alive if you know if maybe she hadn't, I don't know, fallen for the influences of people on social media? Okay, so they identify her. They say with the assistance of DNA samples from Turner's twin sister, the remains were positively identified as Turner on February 23rd. Subsequent forensic data and surveillance implicated Holland as a suspect in a case leading to a search warrant executed at his residence on April 23rd. And then it goes on to say during the search warrant at Holland's home, forensic evidence of a crime of violence was obtained. During subsequent interviews with Holland, he admitted to killing Turner inside his residence. Holland further stated that he dismembered the body of Turner inside his home. Holland stated he placed Turner's dismembered remains into a body of water that fed into the Wachita River. The department informed in its press release. Okay, so where's the so because of incidences like this, where is the feelings of unsafeness for this archetype? Why are people who act like they actually care about black women not talking about this right here? I guess that's my job. I guess that's for people like me. I mean, so all of you on online, all these influencers online that always got something to say about how much danger a black woman is around a black man. Look, crazy people come in all colors. So don't look like I wouldn't show favoritism to my people. I wouldn't show favoritism to another archetype either. In fact, I'm more cautious of this archetype than anyone. These dudes are crazy. They worship the devil and every fucking thing. I mean, and you have a cult of influence out there that is telling young ladies out like this, instead of being accountable for her decisions, that the grass is greener on the other side. Now, if she didn't have that impression, would she still be alive today? Only God knows. So, like I said, my condolences to the families of of the victim, and the family of the perpetrator, the murderer. I feel sorry for you because you're raising shit right now. So anyway, that's it for now. The victim, do you feel sympathy for her and her family? I know that there's a bunch of people out there that are anti-interracial. I'm not anti-interracial. I'm pro common sense. And common sense will tell you that bad, ugly, horrible people come in all colors. Whether she felt like this was a grass greener on the other side, you know, thing or not. She's still dead. You should use this as a cautionary tale. I mean, like I said, I looked at this guy and it was automatically off putting. I mean, and I'm not gonna tell, black women this is why you should hook up with a black man and all this other stuff, because you can feel unsafe in any circumstance. But the stupidity that goes around on social media, she could have got touched by it. And she could have actually believed that this guy, this weirdo looking creep, is a better option than anyone. And now because of it, she's dead. So anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is this in of innocent victim of circumstance, or did she die vesting? Okay. Uh, if anything, if anybody got anything to say about them objecting to what I think about divestors and swirlers, and how much of an influence they are on young ladies like this, then go ahead and say it in the comment section. I'm very interactive. I respond to comments, and I want this channel to grow. And we as black men, we have to continue to put our perspective out there. so people will know what kind of stuff that we're on these days. So, okay, so my condolences to the family of Cheryl Turner. This was indeed unfortunate, but I hope that she isn't the subject to someone's stupidity. You know what I'm saying? And this is should the stories like this should be used as a cautionary tale. Period. You know, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. And and honestly, I could care less about policing someone's privates or whatever. But the fact that most are silence on this said a lot about our community. There's a few influencers that might have said something about this. This is not running rampant in national news, and that's why we need news without the WS. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. This is Kev. Hopefully all of you are safe out there and having a good week. And for those of you whose first time is here, look at the bottom right hand corner of that screen and please subscribe to this channel. Once again, this is Kev, News Without the WS, signing off. Thank you very much and see you the next time. Peace.